Hello everybody, Angie here, coming on to do the weekly 52 card challenge. Well, actually, I guess I should say the proper hashtag is hashtag Full Deck Challenge 2, hosted by Shanuki Art. I am on week 5. I think this is my week. I am finally getting caught up. I think we're going to be going into week 6 next, if I'm correct. So we are on week 5, which is card 5. And we're going to get this baby going. I've got my prompts here. For card 5, the prompts are happy scraps, lace, buttons, and a sentiment. Okay, now happy scraps, I didn't know what that was, so I definitely had to watch the video thoroughly. And she was very clear as to what she wanted. It was something that her and another lady here on YouTube created, and it was kind of cool. I was a little intimidated at first, but then I got to doing it and I was extremely excited by it. Okay, what it was is where you take your scraps and just kind of dump them in a bin or a box or you know, whatever compartment that you choose, and just kind of spritz them with your paints and your spritzes and whatever you choose to use, and just toss them and tussle them about and let them dry, and then just make some happy colors and pieces out of them and work with those scraps. Well, I didn't have anything like that, so I had to create something. So I had to go out in my garage, and I remembered I had this little plastic bin here. So I went out and got that, cleaned it up, grabbed a couple pages of scraps that I had laying around, just tore them in small to medium-sized pieces, and I just got to spraying. I used all acrylic colors. I used some gold, I used black, I used white, and then I used these two colors of my Tim Holtz Distress Oxides, which is pickled raspberry and spiced marmalade. So I used those, I spritzed that, but all the rest was just acrylic, and I just kind of dumped each color in, I closed it, and I gave it a shake. And as you can see, the tub, the color is just all over. And then I put the next color, and I gave it a shake. And I put the next color, and I think there's what, those two? There's white, gold, black, and I think there was another color. So a total of 7 colors in here. And I'll tell you, and I just set it out on my back patio for about 20-30 minutes because the smell of all the paints, it kind of got a little bit strong here in my craft room. So I immediately took it outside to air dry. And I have to say, I am happily surprised. I could see why they call them happy scraps. I am very pleased with them. I just briefly opened them up to make sure they were dry, but look at that. Aren't those pretty? I would be very happy to work with pieces like this on clusters, in your journals. And these are, like I said, they're scraps. Some of them are book pages. Some of them are digital. Some of them are scrapbooking pieces. This is deli paper. Look at that crinkle, ladies. What fun. I have some sewing pattern paper in here from Sewing Patterns. You can still see some of the print there. Oh, I had some corrugated paper in here. There's some black and white on that one, a little bit of gold. What else do I have in here? Some coffee dyed paper. I know there was some coffee dyed paper in here somewhere. You can't really, maybe that's it right there. But it's got a lot of color on there. But yeah, I just took a little bit of scraps. My goal this year is to not let my scraps build up, and I've really been doing a good job. So this project comes perfect because my stack was starting to get just a little bit piled up. So this took all my scraps that I had currently, and I just ripped them up, and these are gonna be used soon. They really make me happy. I love them. I love them. So I love that idea. So thank you, ladies. And that was from Louise Heinzel's channel, and here, and then also on Shanuki Art. So I guess Shanuki Art, she got the idea from Louise Heinzel. So I love it. Okay, So let's get started. And then it says buttons, and that is plural, so I will have to use more than one. So those are my buttons. And then it says lace, so I just grabbed a couple little small pieces of lace. I have this piece here, and I just had this one here, and I just grabbed a couple small pieces that, because I know we're working with a small base. This isn't really lace, but it's just pretty, so I just grabbed that. And then this piece of ribbon, I just grabbed that just because it's pretty as well, okay? And then I always try to have a little bit of a tissue paper or a napkin of some sort for base. So there we go. Now that I'm done rattling on, let's get started and get this baby knocked out. Let's tear a piece of this off. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, I didn't grab my brushes. Okay, let's see. I've already got them soaking in some warm water here. Alrighty. And I think I'm going to try and just fold this back on itself. Just for some added texture, layered texture there, if you can see that. Just here and there. And I always forget my heat gun. Maybe by the time we get halfway through this deck, I'll remember to grab it before I start. What do you think? I always forget it. But we are only on the 5th one, and this is only my 3rd video. So hopefully I'll get with the gang here. Let me grab it. Excuse me for a second. All right. Turn your volume down for a quick second. I'm going to hit this. Okay. It's tacky enough to work with. Alrighty. Grab my scissors. Okay. this should be, let's see, Happy Scraps. And then we need the lace and, oh, and a sentiment. That's what we need. We need a sentiment, don't we? I've got this pad here with Tim Holtz words here, so we'll use something out of that since that's close at hand. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, got a couple of them stuck together. That's very pretty. Oh, look at these. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. I'm going to be really enjoy using these. Look at that one. A little pink in there. I like that dictionary piece. Ooh. That looks yummy too, huh? Okay. We only need a couple pieces. We're only working with a small bit here. Let's see. See what we can do. I'm thinking maybe just tear this off. Short piece. I want to be able to see a little bit of each one. And I think I want to be able to see a little bit of the card as well, the number on the card. Just need to figure out the positioning of it, how I want that to go. Maybe something like that. That looks good, huh? Okay, let's do that. But I don't like that edge there where there's no color where I tore that. So I'm going to get my vintage photo and bring in just a little bit of color to that edge. Just right there. That's it. But I like everything else. Okay, and then we need the lace. I want to be able to see all the papers. They're so pretty. Oh, that one looks better, doesn't it? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this down. All right, let's glue these down. I'm just thinking, do I want to glue or do I want to staple it? Oh, let me bring this down. I want to be able to see my 5. I definitely want to be able to see that 5 on there. All right, let's start there. Let's glue these. Yeah, I don't know what made Louise Heinzel come up with the word Happy Scraps, but they definitely, if you haven't tried them, they definitely make you happy. I don't know, it's something about, I don't know, it's kind of, I thought just getting your hands dirty maybe, it made me think of doing gardening for some reason, just getting your hands dirty and putting your hands in the soil and that type of thing. It's the same concept. That's what it made me think of. It just makes you happy. I don't know. So I love the word Happy Scraps. So thank you for that. I'll be using that terminology more. Okay, I like the way it's kind of even on one side and kind of off and jagged on the other side. I like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna put this right there. It's still a little bit long. Much better. Okay, we'll use a little art glitter glue for this one. I think I should go ahead and invest and give it a try, some of that Fabri-Tac. I've never used it, but I know a lot of the ladies here in the community, crafting community, use it, especially when they're dealing with the fabric. And I hear a lot of good things about it, but I've just never given it a try. But I need to go ahead and invest in some of that. I'm sure I'll be pleased. More than pleased. I just haven't done it for some reason. Okay, that's cute. And now what do we need? We've got the scraps, we've got the lace. We need buttons, and sentiment. Okay, so we need buttons, more than one. So let's see if we can pull out some of the colors from our Happy Scraps here. We've got gold, we've got that pretty turquoise. Let me see. That's more of a green, but that's a possibility. I've got more than one of those. Do I have anything pink? That would be pretty, but I don't have more than one. Let's see, that's kind of big though for that little card, isn't it? Here's some little tiny ones. Some little baby buttons. Maybe a nice red one to help things pop. That's pretty too. Oh, look at that. The little paws. I like sets of 3. Which is the right side up and which is, I guess that's the right side up. Oh, I like that pale pink. That's pretty. Okay, maybe put them down on these little scallops, little pieces here. That's pretty, huh? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Might need to bring in some the hot glue, huh? For this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use hot glue on these. But we'll give it a chance. I like it. And a sentiment. All right, let me find something cute to put on there. Ha, here's one. I like this. Little things. Perfect. Let me reinforce that with a little more glue because those don't stick too well. Yes. And like I said, I like the idea of it being straight on this side but jagged and sticking over the card on that side. I like that. Okay, well that's my card. That was easy. I kind of thought that it would go pretty quickly. So that's my card for the week 5, or card number 5, but I thought it would go kind of quickly. So what I did was I cut out of my scraps another piece of paper the size of a card, which is like 2.5 by 3.5. I thought we'd just for fun use the same prompts and just decorate another one. See what we come up with. Okay, so I have this little piece of trim. Maybe we can do something with that. Pull out my happy scraps again. So we still kind of got the same colors. Look at that. Kind of like a turquoisey blue. We got some pinks and some bronze in there, which here we've got gold, and here it's kind of more like a brownish bronze. Let's use this one. Let's use this book page on this one. And for some texture, maybe, ooh, I like that. Let's use that piece. Okay. Just a little something different. Let's see what we can come up with. And just do something quick and easy. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to round our corners though, so it will still look like a card shape. And I'll use my 1/4 inch side. Okay. All right. And I won't even do tissue since this already has a little bit of a pattern on there. We won't use any tissue on the base of this one. I know I'll have to wipe off my desktop when I'm done. I have glue everywhere, but that's okay. We're just going to lay that down right on top. And you know what? I don't think I want to use this one. I have some thin lace. I think I'm going to grab a piece of that. Got it right close here. And I thought that would just kind of, we can just run that right up the middle here in between those two. Very delicate. And since I cut it so long, we'll just bring it back up. There we go. All right. And then we've got buttons. So we need more than one. Ooh, that's kind of a, what is that, like an opal? That's very pretty. I think I want to bring in something nice and big and bold. Maybe a red one. Yes. It's kind of large though, but it's okay, I think. Yeah. But I do need more than one, so let's just do some white ones on either side. What do you think? Maybe something like that. I like that. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm in frame. Let me move up a little bit. I think I might do that on the weeks if we have time. Maybe I'll just do a second card for each week with the same prompts and just see what we can come up with for a different look. That might be kind of fun. Yeah. I don't like how that kind of hangs down quite so much. Just trim that off. It's very delicate, but I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but you can definitely see that lace. You can definitely see that. Okay, I'm going to bring in a little bit of Vintage Photo around the edges. And those buttons haven't quite dry completely, so I'm going to be careful. Just bring a little into the edges. Here we go. I like it. Let's wipe that up with my hands for the moment. I'll come back and clean it when I get done. No, I don't like that one. Nope, I don't like that one either. Okay, this is my original first make out of the prompts. Okay, and the prompts are happy scraps, and I use 3 different scraps: my lace, buttons, and a sentiment. Okay, and then just since we had time for fun, I used the same scraps, the same prompts, and made a second card. I got my happy scraps, I've got some lace, I've got buttons. Oh, sentiment. Let's find a sentiment for this one. Random page. Let's see what we got. Well, nothing really kind of. Let's pick another page. Okay, here's one. Let us imagine for a moment. That's what our crafting is all about, right? Imagination. A little more glue. this one right down above here. All right, just lovely. I am really enjoying this challenge so far. We'll see how it goes as the weeks progress. I think we can only continue in the enjoyment and the pleasure. Okay, so those are, they might be a little distracting on that mat. Let me bring this up so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, these are our prompts. This is my original make for the week, and this is just a second make using the same prompts just for fun. Okay, I hope you like the makes this week. Thank you so very much for spending some time with me, guys. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave me a comment. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take care. See you on the next video. Bye-bye, and God bless.